Hello and welcome. So today I'm going to be attempting the Times Quick Cryptic crossword, which has been published on the 20th of August 2024. So this one's been set by Jalna. Jalna's one of those names that I read and think, oh, not sure about this. I haven't looked up what I've done recently. I don't think he or she has been too bad though. So I'm not going to waffle on. I'm going to just reset the timer and crack on. Lack of progress from unruly antagonist. Looks like an anagram of antagonist. Second grade in a trial, ideally. Second grade is a B at best, a test at best, I think. Ideally, at best. Gents at sea capturing one small seal. Oh, it's an anagram of gents with a one in it, I think. Small seal could be like a seal of a pipe or something. Awesome ace, flawless person making a comeback. Awesome. Ace is A or I think. Flawless person. Golly. Have a siesta, then shower. Check. Have a siesta. Sleep. Nap. Nap is a rain. Periodic payment given by father and mother, perhaps. Parent. There we go. Some slides aren't about to get destroyed. That's surely an anagram. There's so golly. Sorry, an anagram. Surely a hidden word. I keep saying anagram for hidden word for some reason. Lides are about to get destroyed. S aren't. Maybe it isn't. Some slides aren't. Is it an anagram of aren't? Aren't. No. I'm sure there's a hidden word there somewhere, but defensive equipment meant to be deployed by a group of soldiers. Defensive equipment meant to be rig. I don't know. Swimmer flagging at the outset, kind of. Is that F? Something. Swimmer, flounder. Slow dance from fancy dance promo. Slow song, sorry, from fancy dance promo. Yeah, promo's a PR. Golly. Last bit of orange put in port. Bliss. Last bit of orange is E. Put in port is Rio. Bliss. Can't think. Teams right about something unproductive. That looks like an anagram. Well, 4-6 of teams right. Something unproductive. God, I couldn't tell you. It is included. Sorry, 2 on the first go. It is included in the tax. Extra. It is. It's. Actually, it's included in the tax. Explosive anger possibly ends in wild dispute. Explosive anger. I mean, there's ire, rage. Could be an anagram there. Explosive and possibly anger ends in wild dispute. DE could be an anagram of anger. Grenade. There we are. Grenade and then DE. Wild dispute endings. Gosh, that's fat cats. Oddly is a what's that? ACT act. Yep, decree from Parliament act. So that's odd letters. Resolute aim to get hold of family member. Target end. Family member could be anything. I mean, it's probably assistant or nan, I'd think. Let's put sis there just to remind me. Northern Ireland, Germany, and another country. Northern Ireland would be Niger, I think, Germany. Scoff at extremely dire roller coaster. Scoff at extremely dire roller coaster. It's a ride, isn't it? D-ride? D-E ride. Yeah, deride. Very good. Nice. Nasty sort starts to drink all my port. Starts to D-A-M. Nasty sort drink Amsterdam. Can't be Amsterdam. It's like Rotterdam. I think it's Rotterdam, isn't it? Nasty sort is a rotter. Rotterdam, DAM for drink all my, and port being Rotterdam. A minor thoroughfare in Europe, say. A minor, a child, a thoroughfare in Europe. In Europe, size continent. A group of words said to indicate breaches of the peace. Phrase, sentence, not group of words. Breaches of the peace. Golly, complete collection of books. Complete collection of books set aside. Onset, complete onset. No, OT or NT, set. Complete. Whole. Collection of books is BB. Ugh. Unseemly outburst is noticed on a podcast. Unseemly outburst is noticed on a podcast. I mean, noticed would be seen or add. Part of the wall fell. What? Hue. I think that's hue, isn't it? There's a hidden word at last. What's this then? Team's right about here. It's going to be something unproductive. Same. Written. Can't be written, can it? Wither. Wither would fit. Same wither. Is that really a word? Same wither? Something unproductive. Could be same wither, I don't know. Okay, let's put some letters in there with, I don't think this is right, but let's put them in anyway to try and see if they help or hinder. Last bit of orange put in port. Port is left. Last. Bliss. Gosh. Okay, I've got a few there, haven't I, on the first look. What's this? Lack of progress or unruly antagonist. Yep, it's definitely, almost certainly an anagram. Pen and paper time. Antagonist. A-N-T-O. Antag. I can't spell it. I can't write it down correctly. Oh my. Agonist. Got rid of G-A-N. Get rid of that one. G-A-N. What's this? Anti. Shun. There's probably a shun there, which means it's S-A-T. S-A-T and another letter that I can't see. How can I not even write down? Agonist. Yeah, that's right. Let's cross off this one. Antag. So what I do normally is I write my vowels and my consonants on different lines to just because it feels a bit, I don't know, I tend to be able to fill in the things, which means I've got two T's. Stagnation. There are stagnation. That's a lack of progress. Okay. Oh golly. Shun. That definitely isn't going to be a cis. Resolute. Inan. What's Inan going to get? Anything here? Gents at sea. Yep. Capturing one. Seal. I mean, A would fit there, and Nan would fit there. Gents at sea. Segian. Sigian. Signet. Signet, that is. I'm lucky that I saw the word signet come up yesterday in another crossword I was doing. Clue towards signet as swans, but signet is a seal. Yeah, so it was something to do with pipes. That could be cis, couldn't it? Insistent. What about insistent? What's that go? Intent is aim. Sister going in there. Insistent. What's this? Reserve or something? Have a siesta, then shower. Check. Shower must be rain, mustn't it? Restrain. Ah, yes. Restrain. Rest rain. I think I saw that the other week actually. What's this? Total. It is included in the tax. Tithe. I'm not quite sure why that's tithe at the moment, but Tithe is attacked, putting it into the, yes. Awesome. Awesome. Ace, flawless person coming. Ace, awesome, ace, flawless person making a comeback. So I think it's a something. Comeback, going backwards. Awesome. Ugh. Ace. Ace is the A, and then flawless person is a. I feel like that could be anything at this moment. Some slides aren't destroyed, so we've got Eseren, S-A-Ren, about to get destroyed. That doesn't really look right, does it? Is it backwards, isn't it? That's what it is. That's why I couldn't see it in a word. It's a backwards one, which makes that nearest, E-R-A. S, erased, there we are, erased, that's why I couldn't see it. I thought there was a hidden word in there. A group of words, A, so there's my A, group of words is a sentence said to, bridge piece is a phrase, there we are, a phrase, yep, a phrase, a breach of the peace. What we got here, flagging at the outset, kind of, swimmer. Flagging at the outset, so there's my F. Kind of. Okay, so I'll get this one least bit of orange, put in port. Oh, actually that. What's that then? That's not wither. I'm glad to say that isn't wither as I thought it was. Waster, time waster. They are. Time waster. So, yeah, with a couple of letters in the right place, I can actually unravel anagram. Time waster. That's something unproductive. Definitely, I've still got an E there. Collection of book. Complete. Collection of books is probably NT. Complete. Set aside is. Is it NT or OT? Not sure. Defensive equipment meant to be deployed by a. Is that meant? Rigament. There's meant, deployed, if we take deployed to be an anagram. Defensive equipment, regiment, yeah, rig, so it's reg. Is that right? Regiment. Group soldiers is a regiment. Regiment. Doesn't quite work. Oh, not convinced by that, but I feel like it is. All these questions about soldiers and crosswords, you know, just one of those things that I don't know anything about, really, not intuitively. I've never been part of it. Fancy dance promo. I mean, that again suggests dance is an anagram. Fancy slow song is a ballad. Why don't we ballad? Ball is a dance and a promo is an ad. There we go. Fancy dance is a ball. Complete. That must be lot, mustn't it? Complete section. Complete collection. Complete is LOT. Collection of books is OT. Allot, isn't it? All. There we are. All. Okay. That looks like defensive equipment. What's this? This one, a minor thoroughfare in Europe, makes me think ST. Ast. A minor thoroughfare is a road. Maybe there's a road in there. RD. Ard. That doesn't work either. In Europe. I don't know what Europe's doing here in this clue. Europe, say, would suggest it's like continent, but obviously continent doesn't fit there. These three, swimmer flank, kind of. Kind of feel? Swimmer flagging at the outset, kind of. Yeah, kind of. Oh, I feel that's right. Yeah, okay. An interesting one. Unseemly outburst is noticed on a podcast. I think podcast is going to be an E something, like an E. Oh no, I'm thinking of eyes. Email. E. Unseemly outburst is noticed. C. Eek. Last bit of orange in. That's heaven, isn't it? That must be heaven. Haven being bliss. Oh no. Look at that. Unseemly outburst is noticed. What was that? Oh word. Oh my. Noticed on a podcast. That's heaven. That's haven with a E in it, isn't it? Port is a haven, yep. Feel is kind of, yeah. Oh, I feel that's kind of right. That's kind of right, yep. That one, awesome. Golly, gosh. I can only think of Hera, but Hera isn't right. So what have I got? Awesome. I've spelled tithe and grenade correct, so that's right. I don't think putting in the first letter is going to get me there, to be fair. Awesome. Awesome is... I mean, I hope we're just not looking for some kind of 50s or 60s phrase or some foreign word that's super, means super. And that's all those. What have we got here? A flawless person is a model. Let's go through then. So we got W, no, not going to be an E. I keep thinking hero, but that isn't going to. R-E, no. A, zeta. Tez, no. Yeah. A flawless person making a comeback. So I'm looking for a word that's 3 letters meaning flawless person that goes, when I read it backwards, no, no, no. A, and I'm assuming A is ace there, so let's get to the bottom row. No, I've never found Jalna crosswords to be easy, so easy and quick, but I've found them completable. I mean, if I do a whole alphabet, that's it, that's the whole alphabet, and I've got no idea about that at this moment. A minor thoroughfare is abroad. A B road, there we go. Oh, what's this? I mean, is that meant? Defensive equipment? Maybe I'm just getting that a bit too. I'm sure meant. By a group of soldiers. Ornament. Is it ornament? Or would be defensive equipment. Yeah, well. I've still got that one over there to do as well. Let's take all that out for a minute. So I've got 3 horrible sets of letters that I'm not going very far with. Unseemly outburst is I can't think of a single word that fits in there really. It must be something E something. Erupt. Unseemly outburst is noticed. I mean, on a podcast. Noticed would be seen. Noticed would be. I haven't got I can't put. It's not wordplay if it is put on top of something. X. Eesh. I. If you notice that you eyed it, you eye things. On a podcast. I mean, I would think that's I, but or I there. But still, I mean, I feel fairly. Let's tick off time waster. I'm sure that is time waster. What up teams? Teams. Right. T-I-M-E. Waster. Yeah, time waster. I just can't erupt. Unseemly. Outburst is noticed on a podcast. Oh, what's this one? I mean, the best. I don't think ornament's the right thing there. Group of soldiers is a regiment. Or defensive. Yeah. A group of soldiers is a troop is a. A group of soldiers can be things like OR. Meant to be deployed by a group of soldiers, which makes me think that's a that. But then what's a group of soldiers? And what goes in there? Sorry to sigh again, but PR, pra. I think this word will be. I mean, to be fair, well, signet's not a word I would know generally. I don't think it's been easy, but I don't think it's been I mean, look at the rest of the words in that. Rotterdam as a port isn't easy. A phrase isn't really a word. Anyone would say, oh, been undergoing a phrase. I mean, a phrase in itself. Fragment. Fragment fits, but that doesn't. I'm misreading. Actually, what can go on the other side of the R would be a question to ask myself. Which ornament is a very good one, but I don't think it's right. Yeah, I mean, this is Jalna living up to Jalna's reputation really, with me, really, which is that their crosswords are not necessarily easy. And I can't think what defensive equipment. I mean, if you are into warfare and things, defensive equipment. I've got a grenade. I can do grenades, but that's because it's an explosive. Let's have another look at this one again then. So Z. Zep. And I could be here for a long time doing that. Let's have a look. Exa. Flawless person. What's a flawless person? Cannot think. It's a god, but obviously that doesn't fit with tithe. Tithe is it in there, included in the, to get to a tax. Deca. Pakaseka, Raka, Mecca. CE something. Don't think so. Flawless person, VE. I'm trying to get to awesome, aren't I? N-A-N-E, L. There's a time I would have spent hours on this crossword. I mean, I already feel like I have spent hours on it, but G-E, Dega, Vega. Awesome. Mega. Gem. There we are. Mega. Really? Ugh. Sorry, just not particularly impressed by that answer. Unseemly outburst. I I feel like I should be able to get this. Noticed, but the clue just gives me nothing. Unseemly outburst. So back to the alphabet rule. Read. It. I like I for noticed, but I can't think what to go with that. What word would actually fit in there? Not likely, is it? Any of that? Eek. I mean, X. I think X would be the most likely beginning to that set of letters, but I can't see it. My good humour about looking at those letters and trying to figure them in has kind of eroded, I think, at this point. Eba, N, M, E. Let's try the other way. Let's go here. E something. Can't be E. It can't be that, can it? That's all. What about that? E. Unseemly outburst. I'm kind of looking at those two E's in unseemly, feeling like there should be some kind of hidden word anagram thing going on there, and there isn't. E. I mean, as much as I dislike mega as an answer, it's still an answer I know. Which makes me feel like I should know this one. Not likely to have a vowel in there. Eek. I mean, there is nothing else in that clue. There is no run of E. There's only one other E in there, so can't think that there's a hidden word or anagram going on there. Is noticed on a podcast. I feel like a podcast is going to be like an email, e-listen or something, but I don't. Unless a podcast is just something totally misdirectional there, which is, to do with seeds and pods. X. C feels like a good letter. V feels like a good letter. B not so good. And unseemly outburst. I can't think of it. Erupt kind of thing for that, but let's go back to C. W. I wonder if we can get this one. I really can't get myself away from the fact that I feel that should be meant in there. And if that was or for a group of soldiers, what's the N doing? Where's the N coming from if it's ornament? I need one by a group. A group of soldiers. A armament. A Royal Marine. Armament. I think that's how you spell armament. It doesn't feel like the right word, but I think it's armament. Which just leaves this on here at 28.5 minutes. Unseemly outburst. X. So I'm going to have to rethink about this. E. Unseemly outburst is noticed. I'd on a podcast. I'm just going to take out the V there so I can put in letters if I want. Not that I am doing that. E. W. E. It's definitely not an E. That much I feel very confident about. E, re, E, T, E, T, it. Um, the problem I have here is I can't even see the wordplay. Like this is a group of soldiers, I think Royal Marines, and then deployed by meant to be deployed as an anagram of that. That one was parent, father, and payment or something. But I can't see what the unseemly outburst. I kind of feel like age. I don't know. I can't see any of this really. Effet. I don't think effet is a word meaning unseemly outburst. I don't think it even spelled that way. On a podcast, well, that's unlikely, isn't it? Z, X still feels a good letter there. E, scene, event, I mean, I'm fairly confident that feel, heaven, and time waster are correct in there. I mean, when I say fairly confident, I mean very confident. Which means that I really don't seem to be able to get this one. It feels like it's going to be a word that I just don't know. Although, to be fair, I know every other word in this crossword, so... E... Teeve, erive, epive, elive... I might be reading this the wrong way. Maybe it's not an E, erive, etive. Maybe it's evel, elev, emev, enev, ebev. Itche. Things like that. The ereb, a, as opposed to an E this, E that. Yeah, like E here would be. Ah, okay, hang on. Is on a podcast a new, wonderful new way of saying it to sound like? Noticed would be I'd, wouldn't it? I think it's I'd, but I don't. IED? I'd. I see. I wonder if on a podcast is being used as a sound like. I mean, if that works so, and I don't think it is, that would be crazy because you're using a sound like indicator that no one's ever heard of, and putting in a word that really isn't ever known. I noticed unseemly outburst is noticed on a podcast, but I do think a podcast is being used as a sound like here, so but what it is for essent. I think I'm probably at that point where I'm going to have to admit defeat on this 35 minutes almost. Again. I suppose actually what I could do in a minute is just check that everything is correct. Aneme. Ebi, ebir, evi, evis. X here, X here. Let's put that back in and just see if everything else is right on this crossword. Check, grid. Oh, okay, well that'll be the problem then. Feel isn't correct. Okay, that would make a lot of sense. Swimmer, flagging out the outside, kind of. Okay. I suppose there is nothing to say. Fish. Ish, isn't it? Golly. Scene. Notice on the podcast. Scene, isn't it? That's what it was sound like. There you go. 35:30 with a lot of time spent on a wrong clue. That explains why E something E has no solution. Oh, well that was a bit of a silly one on my part, not to just see fish. Oh, right, let's go through. Stagnation. So, one across, lack of progress from unruly antagonist. Yeah, we've got stagnation is an anagram of antagonist. Unruly telling us to mix up the letters, and lack of progress is stagnation. Second grade. So, second grade is a B. You know, you've got A is top grade, B is a second grade. In a trial, so A test, and ideally is at best. Gents at sea, capturing one small seal. So we've got gents is an anagram, which is indicated by at sea, capturing one, which is the I, and then a signet, I think, is a small, spelt like that, is a small seal on a pipe work. Awesome is mega. Ace is the A. Flawless person making comeback is gem backwards. Have a siesta is to rest, and then shower of rain, and if you check something, if you're kept in check, you're restrained. Periodic payment is rent, given by father. Pa gives you mother, maybe, which is parent. Some slides aren't about to get destroyed, so we've got a hidden word backwards of erased, which is to get destroyed. About telling us to look for it backwards, and some is a good hidden word indicator. Comes up a lot. Defensive equipment is armament. Meant is an anagram of ament. So deployed, to be deployed is telling us that's the anagram. By a group of soldiers is A, and then Royal Marine. I mean, the tough part about that clue is that he's put the second half first. Those two get swapped around, but by is just telling them they go beside, so it doesn't say which way. Swimmer is a fish, of course, and flagging at the outset is an F, and then kind of is ish. Slow dance from Fancy Dance promo. Slow song from Fancy Dance promo, sorry. So slow song is a ballad, a fancy dance is a ball, and a promo is an ad. Last bit of orange, so the last bit of orange is the letter E. Put it into a port, port is a haven, and bliss is heaven. Team's right is an anagram of time waster, so about is telling us there's an anagram there, and something unproductive is a time waster. It is included in the tax, so we've got it, included in the, and a tax, tithe is a tax. Explosive anger, possibly, so we've got anger, first 5 letters is anagram of anger, and then ends in wild and dispute, so the D and the E, add those on to get to grenade, which is a type of explosive. Fat cats, oddly, so take the A, C, T, odd letters of fat cats, or actually take the even letters of them, but take every other one. Oh no, sorry, oddly ignored, so ignore the odd letters, so leaves you the even letters, which is ACT, and a decree from Parliament is an act. Resolute is insistent, and an aim is intent to get hold of a family member, so which is this, so putting it, cis is being got hold of by intent. Northern Ireland, NI, and then Germany, GER, gives you Niger, which is a country in Africa. Scoff at is to deride. Extremely dire, so take the DE of dire, and then a roller coaster is a ride. Nasty sort is a rotter, and then starts to drink. All my is DAM, which gives you the port of Rotterdam. A minor thoroughfare is a B road, and in Europe, if you're in Europe, you're abroad. Or you could be, so that's say. A group of words said, so we've got a sound like here, indicator here, for a phrase, and breaches of the piece are a phrase, spelled that way. Complete is all collection of books is the Old Testament, OT, and if you set something aside, you allot it. Unseemly outburst is a scene, and if you noticed on a podcast, so on a podcast, as I eventually identified, is a sound like indicator here, very modern one, never seen it before. Noticed is seen. Did I say seen? I think I said see a couple of times and eyed. Just didn't, that fish one did me in. And part of the wall fell, so we've got hue in there, part of the wall, and fell is to, if you fell a tree, you hew it. Is that right? Is that good grammar? Not sure. So 35-minute 30 disaster there for me. Very much held up by that incorrect answer for feel, which I convinced myself of, but actually we've got a flagging at the outset, so we've got flagging at the outset is telling us to take the F, but then we've got nothing to say put the F at the start of the thing. You know, there's nothing to say it's swimmer by flagging or swimmer on. It's swimmer, so you would expect that to be swimmer, being the first word, and then flagging would be an F, so kind of is ish anyway. So yeah, mistake on my part there, big time. Big Leo. Well, anyway, thank you for watching. Hope that didn't get too boring. Hope you spotted fish way before I did, and you could finish it off.